victim was ambushed. He had no opportunity to defend himself.
A startling murder on a popular pathway shaking the city of Boise.
This was a random attack on a stranger.
Tonight, the very latest as a Greenbelt murder suspect appears in court.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Idaho News 6.
Thank you for joining Idaho News 6. I'm senior reporter Riley Shoemaker. Tonight, it is team coverage from Idaho's largest team of neighborhood reporters ahead of extreme heat this weekend. We'll have the latest on wildfires, a heat advisory, and an E. coli warning at a popular pond. But first, it is continuing team coverage of that shocking murder on the Boise Greenbelt. Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing what prosecutors say happened in the deadly stabbing of 25-year-old Jordan Harpst. Idaho News 6 was there as police responded on Monday, and we were first to report when police arrested a suspect. Now, new details as that man, Ross Wardlow, appears in court where a judge has ordered him held without bail. And investigators share what led to his arrest.
A person who kills a stranger at random for no rational reason that he can articulate is a danger to everyone.
41-year-old Ross Wardlaw appeared virtually from the Ada County Jail Friday, charged with first-degree murder in the death of Jordan Harpst. Prosecutors say Harpst was riding his scooter home along his usual route on the Greenbelt after spending time downtown with a friend late Sunday night. They say that's when Wardlaw stepped into his path, knocked him off his scooter, and allegedly stabbed him. The investigation began early Monday morning when Boise police responded to a report of an unconscious man along the Greenbelt near River Street. When officers arrived, they found Jordan Harpst dead, and the case quickly became a homicide investigation. 4 days later, detectives arrested Ross Wardlaw.
The victim had done nothing to provoke the defendant. This was not a fight. The victim was ambushed. He had no opportunity to defend himself.
Prosecutors say the two men were strangers, that Harpst did nothing to provoke the attack and died from stab wounds to the heart and had few, if any, defensive wounds. They told the court that Wardlaw had been experiencing paranoia and believed that people riding scooters were after him. Prosecutors also told the court that Wardlaw later admitted to detectives that he stabbed Harpst, handed investigators the alleged murder weapon, a knife, and said Harpst wasn't at fault. They also say blood recovered at the scene matched the defendant.
This was a random attack on a stranger.
We wanted to know how Boise police built the case that led to Ross Wardlaw's arrest.
We don't have a lot of homicides in Boise. What we do that first few hours on the scene is hugely important, whether that case gets solved long-term or not.
Boise Police Detective Sergeant Justin Kendall says detectives canvassed businesses, reviewed surveillance video, collected evidence, and followed up on tips from the public before zeroing in on a suspect.
There's still a lot of work to do. We're probably looking at another couple months worth of work and a lot of investigative hours still to just put this all together to give the prosecutors the best, case we can give them.
Detectives say they'll continue conducting interviews, processing evidence, and working closely with prosecutors as the case moves through the courts. With an arrest now made, I also asked the question many neighbors and Greenbelt users have been asking us.
Is there still a risk to public safety, do we feel?
With making this arrest, that is a huge public safety factor taken off the table.
The judge ordered Wardlaw be held without bail after prosecutors argued he poses a continuing danger to the community, pointing to what they described as a history of violence, including criminal cases in Idaho and Oregon. Wardlaw's preliminary hearing is scheduled for July 20th.
The man charged with murder on the Boise Greenbelt interviewed with Idaho News 6 just last month when we highlighted cooling services available at local shelters during the extreme heat. Ross Wardlow opened up to our downtown Boise neighborhood reporter Sahana Patel about his past experience in prison and how services at Corpus Commons have helped him through some of his hardest days.
My full name's Ross Allen Wardlaw Jr.
This is the man Boise police now say fatally stabbed 25-year-old Jordan Harpst multiple times on the Boise Greenbelt early Monday morning. We now know his Thursday arrest wasn't his first. Public court records show a lengthy criminal history dating back more than 20 years. He pleaded guilty to battery in 2004, but was released on probation before violations sent him back to Idaho State Prison for 7 years. We met Wardlaw in June at Corpus Commons, which is also in downtown Boise and walking distance from the crime scene. At the time, he was one of many shelter guests using resources to stay cool in the extreme heat.
And then there's the river over here too. It's nice. And yeah, it's really good to be able to be at a place where it'll keep you from being exposed to the elements.
Staff at the shelter tell us they knew him as RJ, but had no previous issues with him at their facility. Wardlaw told Idaho News 6 he's lived in Boise since he was a middle schooler in the 90s, but has been experiencing homelessness for more than a decade.
Are you currently experiencing homelessness?
Yes, ma'am.
Since when?
Since I got out of prison in 2012.
Public records show Wardlaw was charged with battery again last summer and was in and out of custody and a behavioral health facility over the last year before a jury acquitted him on a separate case related to aggravated assault and battery charges just this past May. He was arrested Thursday at Corpus Commons, but that's just one of the first steps in what could be a lengthy judicial process and is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Boise Mayor Lauren McLean extending her condolences to the victim's family and praising the swift work of Boise police. The family of Jordan Harps echoing that appreciation in a statement saying in part that BPD's, quote, unwavering commitment gave our family hope during some of our darkest days and helped ensure that Jordan's voice was not forgotten, adding no investigation can bring Jordan back or erase the pain of his loss. But knowing that justice is being pursued has brought a measure of peace and comfort to those who love him. A friend of the family has started a GoFundMe to help cover funeral and family costs. They've already hit their initial goal of $45,000 and have now raised the goal to $70,000. The family thanking the public for your prayers and support, saying they're exploring using any additional donations to start a foundation in his memory. Meanwhile, the executive director at Corpus Commons says she doesn't want one person's alleged actions to define the people that they serve.
Corpus Commons is the city's only day shelter, providing food, showers, water, and a place to cool off for people experiencing homelessness. Executive Director Jessica Abbott says staff work closely with Boise police anytime there are any safety concerns. And that's exactly what happened before Wardlaw's arrest. She says when a guest shared information with staff, they immediately worked with detectives, reviewed surveillance video, and cooperated with the investigation.
We have a no tolerance here. Our mission is to be a safe place. And then if we see a situation, we will definitely coordinate and cooperate with law enforcement to make sure that it's handled.
Abbott says she's also concerned the high-profile arrest could reinforce misconceptions about people experiencing homelessness at a time when triple-digit temperatures make shelter services especially important.
To take one person and apply it to an entire population is just inaccurate. We want to be here to help them not fall through the cracks, to not be on the streets.
Abbott says nothing has changed about Corpus Commons' mission. And as temperatures head into the triple digits this weekend, she wants people who need help to know the shelter remains open, safe, and ready to connect them with food, water, cooling, and other resources.
We have a breaking news update that is just into our newsroom. The Boise County Sheriff issuing new evacuation orders for the Claremont fire burning in the foothills. Our weather expert, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval, is going to join us here with the details. Scott, what's going on out there?
Yeah, you know, with the heat, Riley, it's really causing a flare up, and fire officials are concerned. And so those new evacuation orders, have got them right for you here on our watch duty map. This is the burn scar. Here are the hot spots burning here near the Boise County line, Boise Ridge Road here. These are the evacuation areas right here. This is a yellow evacuation alert here, and so there could be spotting of fires, and I'm sure that's what the firefighters are concerned about. You could have some of that flaring going on, and so all those yellow areas, what that means is be set to evacuate. It means there's a significant danger right there in the area, so you must be prepared to leave at a moment's notice. They say load your 5 Ps: people, pets, pills, photos, and important papers. And so you just want to be ready. You park your car facing away. You could get a moment's notice. They say, okay, you got to go, even though you're in the level 2 and it's not a level 3 just yet. So we're going to keep you updated on this. Stay connected to Idaho News 6. We'll keep you updated on this. I want to show you what's been happening over the past couple of hours. So the flare up right there on the ridge line. This is it from 2 hours ago, and then going to pretty much the present time, to just a few moments ago. Watch the smoke start to increase here, and the heat of the day, all that air rising is just feeding into that fire, and you can of course get spot fires that shoot out ahead of this. And so there's the active burning that's now burning right along the Boise Ridge there. Again, we will keep you updated. A lot of heat out there. There's the latest picture still showing all that smoke from the Alert West Situational Awareness Platform system that we're looking at. It's 101 degrees in Boise. We've got a heat advisory in effect. That heat advisory goes through the day today. It is absolutely sizzling outside. Isaiah Sharp is outside battling the heat, letting everybody know if you've got outdoor activities, Isaiah's got some important information for you.
Yeah, it's a hot weekend ahead. I've got the Twilight Criterium right behind me here. The Boise Flea Market on Sunday. Multiple movie nights happening in Boise, Meridian, Nampa, and Kuna, but staying cool is going to be important. So here's a couple of details. Make sure to stay hydrated. I carry this around with me wherever I go. Wear skin protection if you're outside. I put this on just a few moments ago. That sun is brutal. Make sure to wear light clothing. Make sure to spend some time maybe early in the morning or in the afternoon to avoid that sun. Easiest way to avoid the heat, head on up to Bogus Basin. I was up there just yesterday. There was a bit of concern with the Claremont fire, whether it's going to be stopping events, but it looks as though the fun and activities is still a go.
We're keeping a close eye on it, but we don't think this is going to impact us at all this weekend. Free music going Saturday, live bands, and all the activities, scenic lift rides, downhill mountain biking, all the fun zone activities. So a great escape from the heat.
And folks, I was up there just yesterday, and I can tell you it is certainly a lot cooler than what I'm feeling right now in downtown Boise. Another great escape, the Boise River. That's an awesome place to cool on down and make sure that you are cooling down. Heat advisory is going to be lasting through the weekend and temperatures in the triple digits. In downtown Boise, I'm Isaiah Sharp for Idaho News 6.
Boise Parks and Rec has found elevated levels of E. coli in Esther Simplot Pond 1. Boise Parks and Rec has found elevated levels of E. coli in Esther Simplot Pond 1. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Denton. We talked with some families who had to move over to Quinn's Pond, where the E. coli levels are much lower.
It was really nice to come out here on Monday, and so we decided to make another day out of it today.
The Rand family set up all their gear near the popular swimming area for kids at Esther Simplot Pond 1 when they noticed the signs, and I showed them the E. coli levels.
And then you let us know that this pond, Queen's Pond, actually has really low levels, so we came and set up over here.
I talked with Boise Parks and Rec, and they test these ponds on a weekly basis. They found the elevated levels on the north end by the dock at Esther Simplot Pond 1 on Monday, so they retested them on Wednesday and put the signs out on Thursday, but Parks and Rec did assure me that Quinn's Pond remains safe. Quinn's Pond has water piped in straight from the Boise River, and the city installed aerators all over the ponds to improve circulation several years back, and it has cut down on the E. coli exposures. But closures remain common. When the weather heats up, more people swim, and there's always a lot of geese.
When we set up over there, I actually noticed there were piles of goose crap, like on the beach.
One of the workers at the ponds told me cleaning up goose droppings is a daily job, and I informed 2 other families about the E. coli so they could move before they got everything set up. But the city has put signs all over Esther Simplot Pond 1.
I do appreciate that they come out and test and let the public know that if it is unsafe to be swimming, they come out and put signs up right away.
A friendly reminder, don't drink the water, and it's best to rinse off after swimming in any of the ponds in our area. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
All right, coming up in my forecast, I'll have again the latest on the new evacuation orders for the Claremont fire that has flared up along the ridge line. We'll have the latest on that, plus the heat for the weekend. Wait till you see what's happening in Montana. Some excessive heat indeed. The complete forecast through next week is coming up next.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening again, everyone. A live picture from our Alert West Situational Awareness platform. This is a camera out of Schaefer Butte looking down over the Claremont fire. Those flames have rekindled, and because of that, there are new evacuation orders as we've got active burning with this excessive heat. It causes these fires to flare up, and you can get spotting out ahead of the fires, and that, I'm sure, is what firefighters are concerned about. So these areas in yellow are the set. So on the level 2 of the level 3 program here, you just basically, if you live in these areas, you have to be ready to go at any point. You don't have to leave now, but you got to be ready. So you want to get everything in order. If there's time, which at this moment there is, once you get things in order, you kind of make sure your home is in order. The best thing you want to get it set up so that if you do have to go, everything is good to go. Just have your car ready to just pull on out if you need to. But these are the hot spots mostly here along the Boise Ridge line that we were looking at. We're going to keep you updated on Idaho News 6. Stay connected right here and online. We'll have the latest for you. It is 101 degrees. That is fueling the fire. Low humidity, 11%. 50% away from the fire. It's just a sizzling hot evening. It's going to stay hot tomorrow as well, as our heat advisory is in effect through tomorrow. In eastern Idaho is really going to build with the heat as we go into next week. Temperatures are going to be sizzling. So with all this heat, remember, there's heat exhaustion, there's heat stroke. You want to know the difference. Heat exhaustion is bad, but not as bad as heat stroke. With heat stroke, you need to call 911. Confusion, dizziness, and becoming unconscious, that's a definite call to 911. And dizziness, thirst, nausea, weakness, sweating, that could be heat exhaustion. You got to get inside first, out of the heat. So you want to do that this weekend. Drink lots of water and get out of the heat when you can. In Billings, they'll be doing that on Monday. 111 degrees in the forecast. All-time high is 108. So this is a unprecedented heat that's never been experienced before in this region of eastern Wyoming. So get ready for that. While Boise is at 98, Idaho Falls will be 1 degree shy of their all-time record, 101. So for the McCall area this weekend, there'll be cloud cover on Sunday for everybody, but no storms. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s in McCall. It will be sizzling. And look at these numbers in the Treasure Valley. 104 in Ebbett, 102 Boise, 103 Mountain Home, maybe 104 or 105 in Glens Ferry. So the hottest day will be today and tomorrow. Tomorrow maybe a degree or two hotter. Then it comes down just a little bit. More clouds Sunday than Saturday, and then a lot of heat all the way into next week.
A Meridian couple recounts their terrifying encounter with a rattlesnake and what officials say neighbors should do to avoid life-threatening injuries.
The Idaho News 6 Allergy Report is brought to you by Boise Valley Asthma and Allergy Clinic.
A little bit of a shift in the pollen that's finally occurring. I've been talking a lot about this. The quinipod has popped up. If this is not a misprint, I think this is what's accurately coming in from the Boise Valley Asthma and Allergy Clinic. A quinipod, which is a mixture of weeds, up to 20 now. So we expect that in the month of July to get the weed pollen. The grass pollen starts to fade a little bit. So we're in the moderate category now. There's something we're going to continue to watch into next week. But right now, expect moderate pollen into the weekend.
What started out as a fun vacation for a Meridian family turned into 2 weeks in the ICU after a rattlesnake bite.
Everything that they were doing, that they usually do, wasn't working.
Chris Howard says he was fixing a broken water line at his parents' home in California when a rattlesnake bit him twice. Days later, his wife Jenny says his condition took a serious turn.
He kind of just went downhill on the third day.
The couple says Chris received 54 vials of antivenom and spent nearly 2 weeks in the ICU. And he's still dealing with symptoms and unable to get back to work. Idaho Fish and Game officials tell me you can prevent rattlesnake bites by wearing boots and loose pants and avoid stepping into crevices, holes, and rock ledges where snakes tend to hide. Neighbors are also more likely to hear the warning rattle sound if you don't wear headphones while hiking.
We just want people to be aware because, like, even being in the medical field, like I said, I had no idea how serious they could be.
A concern over privacy is growing for Gem State dermatology patients after documents containing sensitive medical information were found in a dumpster miles from the clinic.
So now the trust level is gone, right? I mean, that's an unfortunate thing is that that once it's gone, especially with this, I don't want anybody seeing my records.
I'm East End neighborhood reporter Ali Tripke, and tonight at 10 on Idaho News 6. I'm speaking with a patient who wants answers as the clinic investigates how the documents got in the trash, and the Idaho Board of Medicine weighs in.